Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pokemon Gold game. This is turn 7, and we are playing Cameron the Photographer, God of Cyanwood City. Let's take a look at the turn. I have taken a look at this turn. Have I taken a look at this turn? No, I took a look, no, I haven't taken a look. Okay, so we completed Enchantment 1, we're on to Enchantment 2, heading up to Enchantment 4 for our anti-magic version spell. And then we've got a battle in Kratos. Okay. Ooh. This is rough. Fortunately, we're typically well able to take on flyers and stuff like that. Got a high profile. Okay, we'll just from here it's just the swarm forward, and either we successfully kill all of these undead or we do not. Looks like we are pretty much successful. Might have taken some losses in this. If we did, we didn't take many. What do we got? We took 2 Machamps, and we got a Cauldron of Broth. That's pretty cool, actually. Not too bad. We got 9 promotions here in Cyanwood City. That's a big deal. Not so much for this Machoke, but for these prodigies. So now each one of these is going to summon 1d6 Machokes in battle instead of our single Machop. And all of these Machokes are going to be sacred, so they can all take our bless. It's all automatic. That increases the threat of this little group by quite a bit. Man, we are so boxed in. Goodness gracious. Okay, we gotta move on Dothan. Absolutely have to. So we're gonna pull in this group. Hold an attack. Do I want to pull these guys in? Worth it? Might be. Fire, enemy archers. So these Glaceons have 100 range attack, a blizzard. It's super low precision. They have 12 precision, which is normally pretty good, but the precision on blizzard is -5, so it's very low likelihood of hitting where they want. But the Glaceons are very good if you have them in mass and if you have them in large battles, because then their chances of hitting something are significantly higher, right? And this blizzard hits pretty hard. Hits for 9 damage. It's 15 because it's half of the wielder's strength, right? So you can actually amp this up pretty well. And it has an area of effect 1. Hits a whole square. There's only 5 shots, but it does have a freeze effect, which I looked it up a while back in the mod inspector. I believe it's the same thing as when you. No, it's not. It's not fatiguing out. It's you actually like freeze for a turn or two or something like that. I don't know if there's like a resist to. Yeah, it's magic resist negates. So, anyways, it's really good spell. They're also no slouches in just like melee combat. They don't have the greatest stats, but they're pretty awesome. Got a built-in air shield. Glamour. They are one of my favorite of the EVs. I like them much better than the Vaporeons. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move here. We need to attack Dathan. We are boxed in. The only amount. So I've been in kind of discussions with Saffron City, who is. Stupid Sexy Schizophrenia. And basically just like pre-negotiations, just trying to establish friendly relations, like saying, hey, not super, like, he or they have said, you know, not really interested in super early wars, would like to just kind of explore the mod in the game, etc., right? That is kind of my feeling as well. I would like to explore the game more than focus on early wars. That being said, I also don't want to suck. So, what do I want to do? I think so. This scares me, right? Because this is 20 enemies, mainly Giraffarigs, and Paris. The Paris are nothing. I'm not worried about those in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The Giraffarigs will kill me though. The Giraffarigs will straight out kill people with their blasts. There's the chance now though, because I have 16 units, and that is a minimum of 32 regular. But then we have the 8 prodigies that could have between 1 and 6 additional Machokes added to their group, right? We might have enough to overpower this scenario, right? We might just beat it. But then there's this group of Glooms and Rhyhorns, and the Glooms don't necessarily scare me, but the Rhyhorns do. Rhyhorns are pretty dangerous. So I'm kind of in this situation of not really liking what's going on here. So, but here's the thing: like, I have to make some sacrifices, or I have to take some risks, or else we're going to be trapped here forever. So I am going to go for this. I'm gonna try to get in here. I am not going to take everyone though. I'm gonna send Decent Leader 1 back. I'm gonna send Fly Priest back to the capital to kind of like turn in this cauldron of broth, because that could be useful for me later. Chuck is going to take out this expansion party. Hopefully we're going to take Dathan without any real issues. What else do we have? We have fanaticism, shield. Is there anything that I'm super... Fingers crossed. I guess is there a reason to not just take these? Fire, closest. So Hydro Pump is it has very good precision, right? It's an extra 5, so it's almost always going to be hitting. Hits decently hard, and is sometimes used in melee. Again, low range though compared to the Glaceons. Same amount of ammunition. Water Gun is also decent, but it only has a chance of this weapon being used. So Vaporeons are okay. Their only big strength is that they're amphibians. But we'll take them. Okay, I feel very nervous about that, but hopefully Chuck will take Dathan without much issues, and then he can just walk up this way. This is super dead, so interesting. There's absolutely going to be a death site there. We will search for magic sites with Sade. Oh, holy shit. Super lucky. So we were like, we want to risk it for the biscuit, and we did. We got our water, or our air random. So we can immediately start forging owl quills every month for the rest of forever, for 1 air gem per month. So that's really great. I want to get more dwarven hammers, but we can't do that right now. I'm gonna send the Decent Leader back here to Impassable Mountains. I think we're gonna have to put a... I want Griffin Rock, right? But Heracrosses are incredibly dangerous for me because they have a long-ranged triple shot that does magic damage and has I want to say it has like a paralyzing poison on it or something like that. It's a whammy. And if there are several of them, they can just enfilade my forces down like it's nothing. So I kind of have to go at them with everything I've got. I would love to get Griffin Rock. It's the first province that I've seen that doesn't suck. But that being said, I want to get Impassable Mountains, and I want to get, or I have Impassable Mountains, and I want to get it up and running because it has Mareeps. And Mareeps we are going to turn in Amphiroses, and Amphiroses are going to be a very big deal. Probably going to be a very big deal for our late game concepts. So, what are we going to do? I think it's time for us to get a... Do we have a air? No. I would love to start site searching, but I think that's dangerous. So I did some more testing, right, with this whole like assassination things, and I don't know what's going on. It's like it's a bunch. It's almost every single Earth Mage that I site search with gets attacked. So I'm very much expecting that this one's gonna get attacked next turn, and I don't know. It's like 50-50 on whether they win the fights. I don't know what is up with that, or how to alter that, or if there's anything I can do to alter it. I don't know, but it's rough. I'm gonna start getting Mareeps whenever I can. So I mean, I don't know if I will have already explained this in one of my episodes. It's episode 7. It's probably going to be it's probably going to be 37 before I actually start putting these out, right? So this may or may not matter. Amphiroses, Mareeps and Flaffies are whatever. They're meh. Not a big deal. Decent protection, decent stats, right? But really not anything to be crazy about. Amphiroses are great. They have a very long range thunder strike or thunder attack. Very helpful for just adding things in the mix. They have storm immunity, storm power. They're really good. But the big deal with them is they have gold generator 5, and they only cost 2.5 gold per month. So you actually, I think they cost like 2.6 actually, if you do the math fully. But basically, you can make money by massing Ampharos. So we're gonna try to do that. Part of my goal with going a scales build was, one, I just thought it would be cool, and two, I wanted to be able to do a bunch of forging to experiment with Pokeballs, and then I wanted to be able to do an economy that could handle booming up Mareeps into Amphiroses and then generate a crazy amount of income. So that's the plan. So we're going to get back over here, and we're going to try to put some infrastructure up on Impassable Mountains. We're going to try to take Kunal, which will hopefully break me out into the wider world. Viridian City is somewhere over here. I do not know where. Actually, where is my spy? My fly girl. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's in there. We're gonna send her over and try to start figuring out where Viridian City is. We know Ekritique is here. We know Saffron is here. Viridian's gonna be somewhere over in this area. Who knows? Another death site. Holy crap. Okay. Hopefully we will take 2 provinces next turn. We really need our income to go up. Our scales are starting to spread slightly, which is good, but these provinces are so meh that I don't know that it's going to matter. I need to figure out how to take Griffin Rock. I think it's going to be highly contested between Saffron and Ekritique. But I also feel like it's super dangerous, so I don't know that anyone's going to go for it just yet. Okay. I think that is mostly it for the turn. Recruited, we've done all that stuff. Oh, so here's another thing. I need to double check this, but I think Team Rocket Nidorans. Uh, so this is I have a test game where I'm trying to figure all of this stuff out, but I only play every once in a while. But I believe Team Rocket Nidorans, when they evolve into Nido Kings, not when they evolve into Nidorinos. Nidorinos are just a slight upgrade, but I want to say Nido Kings become sacred, and they become way more powerful. So again, a lot of what we're going to be trying to do is trying to figure out how to maximize our scales and then utilize our relatively good defensive bless to produce large amounts of sacreds in many different locations and gain the benefits of that decent bless on all of those sacreds and utilize the massive amount of income that we have to just field ridiculously sized armies, right? That's the goal. So we got some Pidgeys here that we know are sacred. We've got some Caterpies here that we know are sacred. We've got some Nidorans here that I think are sacred. I'm going to confirm that, right? We've got Mr. Mimes here that I know are sacred. We also got Igglybuffs here, which I need to report this, but in the test game that I've been running, when you evolve Igglybuffs, they evolve into Furrets, and that's absolutely not supposed to happen. So, trying to figure that out. Anyways. Okay. I think that is going to be it for now. I will see you all next time. Peace.